Welcome to Grand Arena Exhibition Round 2. We are going against this guy, whose name I still refuse to say out loud. And he has already attacked me. So down south we'll do a quick defensive review. I set a Carth team and a Bounty Hunter team. He one-shot both of those. Down in the south, I set a Jin team with Sabine. I was not expecting any hold, it was kind of a filler. And then I set my Night Sisters with Nest, which has a defensive hold, and he has not attacked it a second time. I think he may be out of steam. Hey, Honcholo. So up north, I set a Count Dooku lead Separatist team, which was mainly there to take away banners. I was not expecting a full defense, but with all of the AoEs, I was hoping for a for at least some AoE to take out some banners, plus all of the counterattacks that Dooku's lead gives. So I was mainly there just to take away banners. I was not expecting a hold. I did get a hold on my Darth Revan, but he did end up taking it out. So we got that. And then up north, I set my Padme on defense, which he has not touched. And then I also set a Wigs team, just another filler team, because I wanted to save teams for offense so that I'd have enough to break through his. So we go over and we look at some of this stuff here. Whoop, there we go. So this is what I was predicting he would set. So I do this every Grand Arena. I go through my opponent's rosters and I pick out every team that he has, and then I say, okay, well, which teams would I expect to see on defense? So these are the teams that I expected to see on defense, and these were the teams I expected him to save for his offense. I was pretty wrong. I was definitely wrong. So if we take a look, I'm sure like some of these teams like are pretty standard. Night Sisters, First Order, Bounty Hunters, they're pretty standard teams to see on defense, so I probably will see all three of those. Scoundrels, I probably see those guys. But other than those like staple teams, I think I was probably pretty off. So as we can see here, he set a Jedi Knight Revan, which I did not predict, and he set a Padme, which I also did not predict. And then down south, he set Traya, which, once again, I did not predict. And he set Night Sisters, which I did predict. He's got Towson lead, and he has Nest in that team. This Nest, I have not checked the mods, but I don't think it's built for tenacity. So he has a decent bit of tenacity. So that's something to think about. I cannot take my troopers against that team for sure. So we've got we definitely have our work cut out for us. He's got 2 territories cleared, so if I can clear 3 territories, the pressure's going to be on him. Or if I can just clear the same amount of teams that he has cleared and not fail. He's failed the one time here against my Darth Revan. So if I can not fail, then I will end up winning just based on banners. But I'm hoping for a full clear. Based on the fact that I can see he has a Jedi Knight Revan on defense, he probably did save his Darth Revan for offense, and that's what he used against my Darth Revan. But with him setting a Traya team on defense, that really narrows what he could do to counter my Night Sisters and my Padme teams. Padme can still be countered by Zeta Palpatine. However, I believe he probably used his Zeta Palpatine against one of these other teams. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm thinking what I'm going to end up doing here is I'll be taking my CLS against his Traya, which He does have Thrawn in there, which does concern me just a little bit. Yes, MZ, I did win my last round. We can go look over that real quick. So last round I full cleared him all in one shot. I had pretty much the same defenses set, but I mixed it up just a little bit. So he took 2 battles against both my bounty hunters and my Carth team, and 1 battle against my Night Sisters and 1 battle against my Wedge. And then up top, he one-shot my Padme. I had placed that in front, which I realized was a mistake, and moved it to the back. And then he took 4 battles against my Revenant and could never break through it. So that was yesterday. But today, this is going to be difficult. So what I'm kind of thinking is that... I thought I saw points change, so I'm just looking to see if he did anything, but he did not. So I think I'm going to be doing probably my Traya against his Nest Sisters. I can 3v5 that probably without any problem whatsoever. So I'll 3v5 that with my with my Traya. I'm thinking I'll do CLS against his Triumvirate. That does kind of worry me that he has Thrawn in there, but I should be able to do it. And then I'm thinking probably going to be doing Zeta Palpatine against his Padme. I am a little bit nervous as I've never done a Zeta Palpatine against her. She is slow, so as long as I can get a stun onto her, I should be fine. As long as she can't get that protection up, I should be perfectly fine. And I'm gonna have to bring in Probe Droid and probably Thrawn. If he has a Darth Revan hiding in the back somewhere, then there's no way I'm gonna end up winning. And then I'm probably gonna be doing a Jedi Knight Revan mirror match. So that is my current plan. And we're going to start down here in the south against the easier teams, or what I consider to be the easier teams, and see what we can do. So I'm going to start with I'm going to go ahead and start with the Traya team. Let me check his mods. It's always a good idea to check those mods. Okay, so he's got a defensively modded Traya with a crit damage triangle. Interesting. 8 plus 86 speed. Thrawn. Thrawn is pretty fast, 283. Scion has pretty crappy mods. Nihilus 220, so not very great mods on these guys. Tarkin, kind of interesting that he would put Tarkin in there, but that's not really a threat. So I'm gonna start with this team and use my CLS. And I'm gonna go full bore. So, and we are, oh man, I hate to use R2 in this. Actually, I think I'm not gonna use R2. I think I'm gonna use Old Ben. And save R2 for a Jedi Ray team. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna focus down on Nihilus first. Got to get Nihilus out before he can do a Drain Force, hopefully. So we do this guy. We're gonna immediately start calling some assists. I'm gonna call assists against Thrawn and try to remove Turn Meter. And now we can finish working on Nihilus here. I think a basic will be enough to finish him off. Yep, awesome. Let's try to get a stun on the Tarkin so he doesn't do turn meter reduction, and we'll start working on Traya. Some turn meter reduction ability blocks and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and do AoE there. Try to remove some turn meter from him. Continue working on Traya. Gotta get Traya down because that the damage that I'm taking from attacks out of turn is really gonna end up messing me up if I don't get her out of here kind of quick. Get a taunt over there on old Ben. Those good old counterattacks. We're gonna we're gonna call Chewie. Alright, that's fine. Gotta keep on calling Chewie, because Chewie's damage output is what's really gonna be getting Traya. Try to go for a stun against Tarkin. I don't want him to go, so we're gonna try to get rid of him a little bit. Come on. Almost got this. I don't want an AoE because retribution from Thrawn will end up killing me. Or my Chewie, that is. Alright, so this is kind of what I expected. I'm not full health on Chewie. I am full health on, well, not on what's his face? On Han. But that's okay. This is probably the best that I could have done against that team. 53 banners. The goal is one-shots. So I did one-shot him. So that's good. Now here, we're going to be doing an undermanned Traya squad. So just the triumvirate. My favorite counter versus the Night Sisters. I see people all the time making mistakes using this squad to try to counter Night Sisters. The big mistake that people make is that they go and annihilate old Daka before they go after anyone else. That is a mistake when you're using the triumvirate to try to solo these guys, because she's not going to do anything. Daka's not going to do anything the entire fight. She's not going to res. There's no reason to kill her. So what you actually want to do in this case is annihilate the people that are going to do the damage. So you annihilate Nest, because Nest has the percent based damage from her expose on her basic. It's just really annoying. And then you're going to want to go after Asajj, because she's going to gain stacking damage on death, so you don't want to save her for last. You want to get her first. Daka, if she tries to res, it's just going to be a wasted turn, so there's really no reason whatsoever to kill Daka. Her stuns aren't going to land. They're not going to stick because of Traya's lead. So you just continue to work on them slowly. You only use basics. Try not to kill anyone. Unfortunately, right there, I did kill her, but luckily I do have Isolate back up. So we just put the Isolate back on the zombie so he's not going to taunt. And we will go and annihilate Ventress. And you see, it was a wasted turn from Daka right there. Now I'm probably going to kill someone no matter what I do once again. So here I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just use the big move against Talzin. And regain some protection on Scion. And after that, it's just normal Night Sisters. So once again, I'm kind of hoping that I'll be able to get to that Isolate once again. And once I get the Isolate back on zombie, I will be able to annihilate. There we go. Goodbye to her. Goodbye to Daka. And now I'll be full health. on everyone. Not full protection, but that's also expected. If you annihilate zombie, she just comes back to life. So easy 3v5. Got an undermanned squad there. I should probably check my feats and see if I need anyone else or need any more undermanned squads. But now we can see what's in the back. So he has a first order team that's not that great. He does have a fairly weak link in the Stormtrooper, and he's got a Phoenix team that's also very weak. So I can use my Wampa probably against the Phoenix team, and Ewoks against the First Order. So that's nice and easy. Let's take a look at the feats and see if I need to do any more undermanned. Inflict 200 debuffs already. That's already done. Man, that CLS team really did some work there, I'm sure. Although the Traya team probably did as well. But that's a lot of debuffs to do. Alright, so I do have to do one more undermanned squad win, which should not be hard. Especially since he has that Phoenix team in there. I should be able to underman that pretty easily. So up here we've got Padme, and we've got Jedi Knight Revan. So here we go with Padme team. So I'm not really familiar with this team and how the counter works. But we'll see if I can do this. Now, question is, do I want Tarkin or do I want Shore Trooper? I don't think I need Shore Trooper. I'll just use Tarkin for more turn meter removal, and I should be fine. I do have Thrawn for the protection recovery, so I don't think I will have much of an issue. The taunt is not going to matter like at all because of Ahsoka going to dispel, so using Shore Trooper really I don't think is worthwhile. I could use TIE Fighter Pilot instead, but he is very tender. I think I'd rather have Tarkin. Okay, so we're going to try this. I'm going to save my IPD. Hopefully not have to use the explosion. What I want to do here, I'm going to swap turn meter over to Probe Droid. I'm going to use him to dispel the taunt, and then I'm going to fracture on Padme so that she can't get her protection up. Because that's the source of everything for this team. Now that that's done, we just go ahead and continue to work on these guys one at a time. And there goes Kenobi. So now we'll be working on Anakin. He is the next biggest threat, except now Padme is out of fracture. Okay, that's fine. No ability block. Can I get a... Okay, good. Let's go ahead and dispel these buffs. I still want to be working over on Anakin. Okay, let's get some protection recovery on the probe droid. We'll go for another fracture on Padme. Keep her under control. Go for some stuns. Okay, got a stun onto Ahsoka. Just fine. Some dots there. We'll kill off Anakin. And we will, let's see here. I guess I'll work on Barriss. Yeah, look at those stuns. Doing some work. Alright. I'm not full protection on anyone. I'm gonna try to extend this so that I can at least Regen, some protection, so they're full health now. Full protection, that is. Now, I am losing some banners on protection on these three, but piece of cake. 58 banners, I'll take it. It's a one-shot, and it's a counter that I'm not used to using. Because I never see Padme, so I never get to practice against her. Alright, so that's done. Now we have our Jedi Knight Revan team. And I'm not sure, Jake, who has the highest health pool other than Grievous. I'd have to pull it up on SWGOH.gg. Alright, so here, let's do a Revan Mirror match. I probably don't even need the full Revan squad, but I'm going to go ahead and take the full squad anyways, rather than risk a loss. It did credit Vader for full protection. I have to go back and look at it. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Because I was only down 2 banners, not 3. So, yeah, that's good. Awesome. Alright. So, this is going to be probably pretty easy since there is no General Kenobi in the team, no Yoda in the team. There goes his first there goes his savior, not his first one, but his savior. We'll go ahead and finish him off here very quickly. Spread those buffs around. I think I can just do that. There's no reason to really to use the assist on Yoda on that in that position. There goes that res. Now we'll call the Yoda to assist. And Yoda will get that kill and get some defense penetration. And now we'll be working on what's-his-face. Of course, got the what's-her-face over there, Resin. Just fine. Not concerning at all. Spread those buffs. Boom. He's gone. Now we'll work on Barriss. Prevent her from getting any more reses. Back over to Yoda. Yoda gets some TMR. And let's focus down on Ezra over there. He's gone. Basti is gone. Full banners, 60. 60 banners. Good stuff. Now we get to see what's behind this. If there's a Revan back here, then I'm not going to be able to clear him, and I know it. But I don't believe there's going to be a Darth Revan. And there's not. We have Bounty Hunters and Carth. Alright, so I have to figure out what I'm going to be doing against that. Well, I can I'm almost certain I can use my troopers against his Bounty Hunters. IG-88's in there, he's nice and squishy. So I'm pretty sure my troopers will be able to do that, and my Rey team will probably be able to do Carth. So I think this is going to end up being a full clear. Let's go down here. We're going to go after crew and use once again, my favorite counter for crew. The good old undergeared Ewoks. I love these guys. Alright. So we will start going after... Oh, he doesn't have officer. We'll start by going after... I'll go after a TIE fighter pilot first. Let's call Wicket. And Wicket is going to call Elder to put me under stealth. Let's remove some turn meter from Kylo. Mass assist on TIE fighter pilot. He's going to die really quick. We'll call the assist here to get him under stealth. AoE. That killed off the TIE fighter pilot. I love these guys, man. They're so good. Let's go ahead and we'll taunt. Let's do this over here. Hide the Elder again. There goes Executioner. Okay. I like to work down on the regular Kylo as much as I can here because of all of that AoE. It works down the protection, gets rid of banners. I don't know how many he got in a row there, honestly. Wasn't paying that much attention. Okay, so we're gonna go after this. No, we'll go after Kylo with a big counter, big mass assist. Go after him here. Try to get him down before he gets an AoE. Try to save as many banners as I can. Nope. That didn't work. Alright. Get rid of that taunt. Gotta work down on Kylo. Let's remove... we'll keep Kylo under control. Remove the turn meter from him. Get that taunt over here. Yeah, he has a chance to get multiple attacks in a row, I think, when he crits. Which he crits all the time. Ooh, he's got it out for my my Elder. Gotta be careful. Let's see here. We'll do TMR on him. Call Wicket. Wicket did nothing. Alright, I'm gonna switch targets here. Try to get this guy out, and then I'll go back and I'll work on others. But gotta get those easy targets out of the way. Dodge, that's awesome. That's not quite the end of Kylo. I probably should have saved that that move, but I'm running out of time here. This is the only real trouble with using the Murder Bearers. Awesome. Okay, we got this. Okay, so it looks like Wicket was full protection and Elder was maybe full protection. Well, two of them were at the very least, but we got the clear. It is my favorite counter. It takes a long time, but it's fun. I love the Murder Bearers. Alright, now these guys are super tender. Normally I go with a Rex and Wampa here, but I'm thinking just Wampa solo, and we'll go for max banners on this one. Because he's just way under geared. So let's do that. Yep. There goes Chopper. Now I'm stuck behind Kanan's taunt. There goes Kanan. We'll be working on Hera, so I do not want rezzing to happen. Boom. And there we go. Wampa solo. And that is why you don't put low gear Phoenix on defense. That's why I didn't put my Phoenix on defense. Bronzium. Bronzium. Love it. Alright. Down to the last two teams. I'm already ahead of him. If he doesn't clear one of these two teams, then I have it won. Even if he clears one of these teams, he has to clear both. At this point, he has to clear both teams because he has failed against my Darth Revan, which means even once he clears one of these teams and clears the territory, I'll still be up on points. I think I do actually have to clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Okay, yeah, so him clearing a territory will actually put him ahead because he'll have cleared one more team than me, but that's about to change. So here we're gonna go and we're gonna try my my lovely Imperial troopers. I get to use my my lovely range trooper, which I'm still working on. He's only 6-star, but I do have him maxed at gear 11, 6-star. I love range trooper. Range trooper just makes this team so much better. I probably just should have checked his speeds, but I think that I did at one point, and he's not fast enough, so I'm good. And we will go after Mr. IG-88, and we will get him out of the way and work on Mr. Greedo. Okay, we're just gonna remove his turn meter. And now we'll go after Greedo. Alright. Go after Mr. Boba Fett. I want to kill him the second time and get more protection recovery. Otherwise I would have just done the death mark. Okay, going after Mr. Cad Bane. And now after Bosk. Death mark him, and this is game over. 60 banners. And that's what under-geared bounty hunters do. You put an IG-88 in there, he's just way too tender. Alright, last one. We've got our Jedi Ray. I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to go with... okay, I'm going to do... I think what I'm going to do is actually go with Hermit Yoda as the 5th instead of one of the Resistance people. And this way, I've got a lot of protection recovery with Finn, BB-8, and Hermit Yoda. I've got healing with Finn and Hermit Yoda. I've got a lot of DPS with Rey, BB-8, Finn. I've got the control with R2. I got more assists with Hermit Yoda. I think that this is actually better since this is my last fight. I think this is probably what I'm going to do. I believe I'm done with my Underman feat. Yep, so I'm done with my Underman feat. So, yeah, we're gonna do Hermit Yoda. And I wish I had checked those rewards better, but I know that they're kind of crappy. Okay, so Jedi Ray, Hermit Yoda, BB-8, R2, and Finn. Finn. Where's Finn? There he is. Okay. So we got some stuns, we got some damage, we got a lot of healing. I should be able to finish this one with 60 banners. He does not have all that much DPS in this team. His major DPS is going to come from mission. So I always start with a burn. I'm gonna get the days over there. I like to focus down on mission because she is just nasty. Okay. I can't seem to get the crits, but Carth lead does give the crit avoidance, so that's understandable. So we'll just continue doing this stuff. Put everyone under stealth. We're gonna save the big heal from him. Keep him under control as much as I can. There's a nice daze. Let's continue going after mission, and she should be down. Awesome. So that's the majority of their damage output out the window already. And now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start going for the heals. And we're going to try to maximize the banners as much as we can. Okay. We'll call Ray with that team, or that move rather. Give him a evasion. Just finish him with a basic. And we'll get... Oh, nope, I can't do that. So we'll just do that, and we'll focus him down. Bam, bam, bam. Awesome. So I am very, very close to being full banners on this. Just need a little bit more protection on R2, and that should be it. 100%. 100% health and 100% protection on everyone. And I even got an Illuminated Destiny. Alright. 60 banners. And that's how you do that. That was much easier than I thought. I was really afraid that he was going to have some really nasty teams hidden behind his front wall. But he didn't. I've got 1,910 banners. This is a definite win because I full cleared in one attempt on everything. I don't think he's tried anything more, but I am going to double check. Yep, he is. I think he's out of juice. So I think I did a good job this time in hiding my my Padme. The reason that I wanted to put her in the back is the counters that she uses. Or the counters against her team is basically either going to be Traya or Emperor Palpatine. Now, when you look at the other teams that I place, right, I had my Darth Revan in front here, which means that they're probably not going to attack this territory first. They're going to go for the easier territory first. Okay, so in the bottom territory, I've got Carth and I've got bounty hunters. So you can use troopers against the bounty hunters. That is definitely possible. But more common is to use Jedi Ray. And then against the Carth team, you can use a lot of different teams, but the most common Carth counter is going to be like an Emperor Palpatine team. Or Jedi Ray. I mean, if you're one of the two, Jedi Ray or Emperor Palpatine is usually used here. Then in the back behind that, I set my Night Sisters with Nest. Now, because it had Nest in there, that almost rules out, and this is a very, very slow and very, very high tenacity Nest. So this pretty much rules out troopers to be able to counter this. Right? I have 0 speed, and I've got 126% tenacity, so it just about rules out troopers being able to counter these Night Sisters. Which means the best counter from there is going to be either Emperor Palpatine or Traya, and usually Traya. So my goal was to get him to burn his Emperor Palpatine and his Traya on my south zone before he got to see what was behind my Darth Revan in the north zone. And that, I think, ended up working, although he did end up setting his Traya on defense, so that really narrowed down his offensive power. And there would have been really no way for him to break through my Padme once he used up his Palpatine team and his Darth Revan, because of course Darth Revan would be a counter to Padme. But I'm sure he used his Darth Revan right here. So yeah, there you go. That was Grand Arena Championships Exhibition Round 2.